Good morning, good evening to everyone joining us from different parts of the globe. My name is Sirisha. I am joining from New Jersey. Omega Pyramid, Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International welcome you to day 94 of Stillness Beat, your daily dose of meditation and wisdom. So, friends, first of all, thank you so much for taking out time for yourself on this weekend and joining us on Saturday morning. So, friends, this weekend we'll be focusing on very important book, Thinking and Destiny, which was highly recommended by Patriji as a must read for everyone in this spiritual path. So, however, as you may all know, this book is written in a very high level language and it can be challenging to fully read and comprehend. So, to help us understand its deeper meaning and practical insights, we have with us Purneema ma'am, who has been studying and specializing in this book. So, she will be sharing her valuable insights with us today. Good morning, Purneema ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sirisha. Thank you all the organizers who have taken trouble and come here and invited me to this wonderful session. This book is my favorite. As of now, I am really moved by this book. So I would like to give its wisdom to one and all of you. Before we go into the session, let's all meditate for some time.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. So I just want to give a short intro of Purnima ma'am. Purnima ma'am is a spiritual psychologist and meditation guide. She holds a master's degree in psychology and brings over 27 years of dedicated spiritual practice with Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. So she beautifully integrates psychology, meditation, and intuitive tarot to guide individuals towards self awareness and inner transformation. So her sessions create a calm and sacred space for emotional healing, clarity, and conscious living. So, welcome, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am. So, we will.
So much for introducing so very well. So let's all go into deep meditation for some time and then through the session. Friends, masters, and gods, make yourself as comfortable as possible. If you're wearing spectacles, remove them. Make your room a little dark. Close your eyes gently. If you're sitting on a chair, then just cross your feet and clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. And just be with your normal, natural, easy, soft, tender, tranquil breath, my dear friends. There'll be a nice music. With the music, just be with your natural breath. Do not open your eyes until I say okay. Do not chant any mantras or think of any god or guru. Just be with your natural breath. Very You breathe just with your breath. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly place your fingers on your eyes, my dear friends, and slowly open your eyes. It was such a wonderful meditation, deep meditation. Let us all give a big hand for meditation. So I would like to call Sirisha to guide us through the session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for that wonderful meditation. So, friends, if possible, please turn on your cameras. Since this is weekend, it'll be great for our, Purnima ma'am also to look at you, and it'll be inspiring to see each other, right? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Let me get your darshan, please.
Yes, wonderful. Yeah, good to see you all. Good. Yes, ma'am, over to you. You can, take us through the book, ma'am.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Sirisha, once again. So, friends, before I show my presentation, I would like to tell you a little bit about my journey. So, in the year 1998, uh, when Patriji had visited Mysore, my father was posted in Mysore, so we happened to get an invitation to his session through some of his colleagues and my mother's colleagues as well. So it was a Sunday, July 5th, and I was just 16 then. So I was least interested to attend the session because as a 16-year-old on a Sunday, you just love to only do your things or laze around. But my mother at that point insisted to just give it a try, and I had my own reasons. I had told my mother that I don't believe in gurus who will just bless us and just send us back. So I was not interested, but she convinced me to attend the session in Mysore. It's a Jagan Mohana Palace auditorium. So it's a city of palaces. So there was a beautiful auditorium. So I happened to attend that session of Patriji. There were so many speakers, but I was not interested to listen to them. I was in my own world, but I was just waiting for Patriji to take over. And it so happened that he came and the first thing he did was there was a table kept for the dignitaries, but he jumped up and sat on the table, and that made me feel so um, close to him. I felt he was very casual in his approach, so I was really very uh, mo- uh, I was very happy about that. And then he put us all into meditation. He started instructing us to observe the breath. So as I started observing my breath, I found myself in a tunnel, and I was moving very fast in that tunnel. And as I was going through my experience, I also heard great flute music, and I thought some record was being played. And he also had told us not to open our eyes. So, but I wanted to make sure that it was record being played. So I just opened my eyes a little, and to my surprise, it was he himself who was playing the flute. So I was again very happy, and I got back into meditation. It was actually live music, so I really love live music. So with that happiness, I got back into my um, observation of breath again, and I found myself back in the tunnel, moving fast, very fast, and I was going through it for some time, and before he said okay, I found myself at the end of the tunnel, and there's a lot of light, and in that light, from that light appeared Gautam Buddha in a meditation posture. He's meditating. This was my first experience, so I was so very touched and moved, and it was soul stirring at that point of time. And after the meditation, I just came out and got down our seats, and I was just going around. I saw Patriji talking to each and every one of them. So, very unlikely of a guru to do that. And he came straight to me after that, and he asked me my name, and he asked what my experience was. So, that again was very surprising, because how did he know what I had, or had I even got an experience? So, that was really very again very surprising, and I narrated my experience to him, and he told me to tell it in front of the crowd, for which I was really very super nervous. So I was not exposed to talking to a crowd, but somehow I managed telling my experience. So this was my journey. So somehow I really loved the meditation and the experience, and what happened so very naturally to me. So I made up my mind that I will continue meditation at home. And in my second experience, I went very deep, and I saw myself outside, like as in like I saw myself sitting in meditation from outside. So I was out in my astral body. So at that point of time, the thought was, who am I? Who am I, as in whether I was the physical body sitting in meditation, or the subtle body which I'm in, of which I was not very sure of. But after reading Thinking and Destiny, I got to understand that the thinking pattern continues whether you are in the body or not. So I was thinking even when I was outside the body. This was the most striking thing that happened to me, and I was thinking even out of my body. So thinking continues. This was what I understood. So with this, I did regular meditation, and another point I would like to mention here was, we used to meet Patriji very often. He used to come to Mysore every 2 months and guide us through everything. And I always used to take a book to read. He used to guide me through books. So in 2018, let us fast forward to 2018, because that's a long story of mine, which I think, come for another session and tell all my experiences, because I've had really profound experiences through these 27 years. But 2018, what happened was, I read the book Illusions by Richard Bach. So, Illusions was a amazing book, and I went to Patriji and told him that I completed Illusions. So, and asked him to guide me with another book. So he took literally 2 to 5 minutes to think, which was again, very unlikely of him, because immediately he used to come with a book name and the author's name. But at that point, he was taking time to tell me which book to read. But after some time, he just told me that you take the book Thinking and Destiny by Harold W. Percival. So you have to read this, you have to study this book. And he told me to give messages from it to all the people. So 2018, I started the book, but I was not very clear about it. But in 2021, things changed, and I started reading the book. I slowly got a hang of what it is. And in 2021, he had asked us, it so happened that it was um, very, we were all deep in COVID, and we happened to visit him on a weekend in Pyramid Valley, but it so happened that we had to stay back there in Pyramid Valley for the next 2 months, because my house became a containment zone. So we had to stay there. So he didn't want to, he's such a person who will never waste a single second for himself or for others. So he told us to conduct sessions on, record through PMC Valley, full sessions of wisdom sessions about the book. So I started reading it very deeply by then, and as we started giving sessions on it. But after that, again, after Patriji vacated his physical body, I had kept the book away. So again, there was a gap from 2022 to 24. There was a gap. But in 2024, I again came up. Something in me told me that you should not sit like this. You should definitely uh, read this book. But this book was a little, you cannot go beyond a point if you don't carry the energy. This is what I believe. So what I did was I started giving, I created a group with my friend, and there I started giving messages, daily messages. That's when I started, I used to type out the message. I used to look for the meaning, as in I used to check for synonyms and antonyms also, because I have to understand the context by which he was telling. So I used to go through that and then give messages, daily messages. So that's how I understood this book so very well. So now I would like to present, I'll be sharing my screen, because some concepts here are very important. You should understand the even the real point of reading this book. So I've made a presentation for the benefit of all the participants here. I hope the screen is clear to all of you. Yes. So this is about my journey, but I would like to tell how Harold W. Percival came to write this book. When he was 7, he had a beautiful experience. He knew he was not part of this world actually. Like he was not part of this, the so-called societal norms and the religious beliefs that people follow. At the age of 7, he got to know that he was not the body. He did a small experiment to check if he was right in his thinking. So he took a candle and lighted it, and he put his finger over the candle flame. And when it was very hot, he used to think he was not the body, and immediately the pain would reduce, or never or cease to be. So that he used to do. He used to take out. He used to put the finger back in the flame and check that. He did it a couple of times and understood that he was not the body at the age of 7. And at the age of 24, when he was walking through the streets of New York, he had a wonderful experience where he saw 1,000 suns entering his head, beautiful suns. That sun's light was getting into him. And after that, he started dictating the book. You won't believe it. He dictated the book for 30 years. And I was really stunned first, because I was wondering how someone who was his neighbor took the dictation and never moved from that place. See, every neighbor would maybe change his residence every 10 or 12 years or something like that. But here it was a different story, and 30 years he dictated the book, and 10 years again after the 30 years he took to edit the book. So this book came out in a period of 40 years. So this was written so very, it was dictated by him, and as his neighbor Benoni used to take it down. And this was how this book was written. So it's a very amazing thing. So then Patriji, when he gave me the book, he had told me to give the messages, and that's how the WhatsApp group was formed and people joined in and started understanding the book. So now I stopped with the WhatsApp group because many people came and asked me for sessions of this, and I started giving insights of this book so that I give the essence, because many topics are there in the book which are not very necessary for all of us. So I made a condensed version of it, which is very important, the spiritual topics. But if every one of you get time to read the book, do read it, because it's a personal experience. I would say every human being should be able to understand and apply this book. So that's what I would like to tell you all. So they are my key teachers. That's why I've mentioned them as key teachers. As of now, they are my teachers, and thanks to both of them for guiding me. So with this, I'll start with my presentation. Yeah. So in Thinking and Destiny, exploring consciousness, we get to explore consciousness. This is a very big term used by many people, many speakers, many spiritual scientists. So we have to explore that, and this book really guides us through what really consciousness is, and about metacognition. Metacognition is a very psychological word, like meta meaning higher and cognition meaning most. Cognition mostly implies thinking. Cognition has other meaning, I mean, other points as well. Cognition in general means thinking, attention, memory, and all that in psychological terms. But here, metacognition, meta and cognition put together, meaning higher level of thinking, as in higher thinking about your own thinking. So we'll get to that as well. And so that is, he will make you think through the book. You will be guided to think of your own thinking. So that's why I've mentioned that. So we'll be exploring consciousness, metacognition, and self-awareness. And self-awareness, I would say, is the most important part in your spiritual journey. Without self-awareness, we will not be able to come to any higher level. So we cannot go just like that. We need to think of how we speak, how we behave, and how we think as well. So it's very important that we are self-aware. And this whole book is based on the philosophy. He doesn't call, Harold W. Percival doesn't call himself the author as such, because he believes that light itself gave him this knowledge. So here I would like to make a correction. Based on the philosophy of Harold W. Percival, we can say that because the book's author is Harold W. Percival, we cannot say it was on his philosophy. Basically, this is from a higher source. The philosophy is based on a higher source, which he often calls as light. So you'll be getting to know of that. And this is so very in tune with psychology and meditation practice. He calls it the regenerative breathing technique, which is nothing but Ana-Pana-Sati meditation. It's so very simple, and the same way, though he has given some prerequisites, unlike other people, like he says, we have to be in a total relaxed state, and we should not have had any arguments or emotional intensity before meditation. He says you have to be in complete calmness. You have to make yourself as still as ever in your mind and your body. So that's how he gives that extra addition to this practice. Yeah. So about metacognition, as I told you, metacognition means thinking about thinking. It involves awareness and regulation of our thoughts. This awareness allows conscious transformation of behavior. So that is what metacognition means. And so the metacognition cycle is thought. We have a thought, then we are aware of the thought, then we reflect over it. We think and get to the source of where we got that thought from. Suppose we have a thought of if we had a meeting with someone and we think twice of meeting that person. So it's based out of fear, because we would have had a bad experience, and now we are um, shy to, or once bitten, twice shy to interact with the other person. So that's how we reflect. So we are basically, we reflect based on our past experiences. So reflection is very important. Awareness of thought. From awareness of thought, we go into the reflection, and then we make conscious choice. So after the reflection, we erase that. If it's based out of fear, we erase that and we replace it with better and positive thinking. Maybe the meeting is meant for good things, as I gave you an example. So the meeting might give better results or better experience. So we erase the thought of fear and we make a conscious choice to meet that person again. And that's how we make that conscious choice. So we should get into the metacognition cycle. So psychology and thoughts influence emotions and behavior, and self-observation allows us to change patterns. As I told you right now, how our patterns of or belief systems are, that's how our experiences will happen. So self-observation is a very important point everyone should follow. Meditation increases awareness of thinking processes. So meditation aids to our metacognition. This is what I would like to say. So the core idea of thinking and destiny is thinking creates destiny. So every thought that we make is a law that we prescribe to ourselves. So basically, this book was not named Thinking and Destiny earlier. The first name given to this book was Law of Thought. So there is a law. So every thought that we have becomes our own law. As in, we prescribe that when we release a thought, we prescribe it to ourselves. So until we balance the thought, we cannot come out of the birth and death cycle. So every thought that we create is meant to be balanced by our own self. So that's the most important point. So thinking creates destiny. No thinking creates no destiny. So it's as simple as that. So as we are more thought free and thoughtless, it's better for us. Or we have to, there's another way he has prescribed where he says we have to think without creating more thoughts, and we should not depend on the results. Just as in the Bhagavad Gita, he says we should not think of the result or the consequences of any thought. That's how we stop further thinking. So we'll be through these sessions, you'll understand how to create less thoughts or how to be conscious of each thought. So understanding that being conscious of consciousness reveals deeper truth. This is another most important point from this book, being conscious of consciousness. So here we are all very conscious, but we don't know what is consciousness. Consciousness, here he says, is a field that is always present, omnipresent, meaning it is there in everywhere and in every thing that you see. See, if you see if your system or your phone is there, even in that there is consciousness. So consciousness is always there in every single thing. So that is the most important thing. So you will get to know what it is more and more deep in a deeper way. But he says being conscious or being aware of consciousness can give us more and more truths. So as of now, we are not that aware of consciousness. We will get to know that we are at the starting stage. We just understand what consciousness is, but as we become more and more aware, we will get deeper truths of what this world is about, what this life is about, and why are we here. So the deeper truths of life will be answered, and you'll get the knowledge of that as we become conscious. So self-knowledge leads to transformation. So the most important thing is Brahma Jnana, that is self-knowledge. So everything starts with that. So we need to always look for understanding ourselves. Let's put the spotlight always on us, because we are the hero of our lives, isn't it? So we have been putting the spotlight on others and everything around, but now it's the time to put the spotlight on ourselves and know more about ourselves. So this is a very important concept which Patriji had told us even in the beginning. So how we have to read this book, I have designed, I've integrated his concept and to read this book, basically how to read this book. So you listen a lot, listen to all the concepts from this book. Now we also have the audio book from the Word Foundation, that is the publishers of Thinking and Destiny, have released even an audiobook, because sometimes reading gets a little tedious. So you can even opt to listen to the book. So Shravana, that is listening, or listening to masters who speak of this book. So that is a first point. So Patriji has told us we have to listen to everyone very carefully with full attention. And the next stage is Manana, that's reflection. You go back and if the recording is available, put the video back, and then you can listen to each concept and reflect. Reflection is the most important thing, because reflection leads to your own insights, and you will get deeper meaning from reflection. So Manana, that's called Manana by Patriji. He had designed this and this concept. So Manana or reflection. And Nidhi Dhyasa, the next stage is you apply that. As you understand, you apply that in your daily life. And then Sakshatkara or realization, or that becomes a habit, or you take on you apply that and it becomes your habit, and eventually your character, and character becomes your destiny. So that's how this process works. So this is very important, and you can take note of it, friends. Moving on to the next slide. Yes, here in Thinking in Destiny, he has given a model. So as I read through, I made this myself, like I could understand, and I thought, let me explain this to you. So now whatever we can see is the maximum about ourselves is the physical body. We cannot see anything beyond that. So the next subtle stage is the mind or the intellect. In Sanskrit, it is the manas or the buddh and the buddhi. With that, it's together. So we use the intellect to choose the right things. To make a choice, intellect is required, and mind is always there to guide us. And we are using the mind as an instrument again. Physical body is the instrument to stay on in this world, and mind and the intellect to work through this life. So that's the thing. And next is the soul. So which we cannot even as of now comprehend, or we just know what a soul is. So we don't know what exactly it is, the nature of the soul, and everything will be taught to you through the wisdom of Harold W. Percival. So soul, as of now, you can understand. And then he says we are basically the triune self, or the Trinity, with the knower, thinker, and the doer. We are here. The doer part is here, and the knower and thinker are in the realm of permanence. They are not here. But whenever we are in meditation, or whenever we get into the altered states of awareness, we'll get the messages from our own knower and thinker. Each one has a knower and thinker. So it can come as intuition, it can come as an experience. So knower and thinker is always guiding us, but we are not in connection with our knower and thinker. Almost always we are out of touch. So now we need to like get more in connect with our knower and thinker, so that you'll understand again. And beyond that is the consciousness. So we are trying to progress to the state of pure consciousness. So here when Buddha vacates, Buddha becomes a Buddha by lot of his own work and meditation, isn't it? So after he leaves the body, he is called the intelligence. So that is what he says. And intelligence, so all those masters, like who attain mastery over themselves, they are called even the Mahatmas. In other books of Percival I've read. So they are called the Mahatmas. And Mahatmas, when they leave the body, they are called intelligences. So intelligence supreme intelligence, they progress. There is also progression after becoming an intelligence and supreme intelligence, and then they reach the pure consciousness. This is how it works. So, but as of now, you can understand this. So, as we progress, I'll make you understand everything else. This is just for your information. So, yeah, so conclusion is awareness transforms thinking and thinking shapes destiny. Meditation and reflection leads to self-realization. So reflection is very important. Meditation, all of you are already doing. So I would suggest that you take you every night before you go to bed, reflect on how you did the whole day, how you spoke, how you behaved. Can there be a change? Can there be difference in your, could you have behaved better? Could you have, spoken better? So that reflection is very important. So you need to reflect, take a book for yourself or a diary for yourself, keep it and just note down and how you can transform yourself. So if you reflect like that, so it'll make a great difference. So meditation, all of you are already doing regularly. Reflection is one add-on, so you can follow that. So day one reflection, let's all go through it. We are not the mere physical body that this meets the meets the eye in the mirror. So you should not think that you're only the physical body. We are beyond that. As I explained to you, we are the mind or the intellect and then the soul. So all that is there, and our identity exists beyond material existence. So beyond this also there is one identity of ourselves, so that we need to explore. See, when we sleep, we know we are who we are, but when we just go to bed, but when we sleep and get up, we are not in another person, or we don't call ourselves someone else, right? So the identity continues whether we are awake or in sleep. So that we have to understand. So what is that identity? That question comes. So what is that which continues even from childhood to adulthood and beyond? So we have the same person, right? See, I am Purneema. So after I sleep and get up, I don't become another person, or nor when I from childhood to the stage I'm in, I'm the same person. So only the physical environment and physical body change undergoes change, but we are the same. So we have to explore what that identity is. So self-awareness begins with knowing I'm aware. So now you are aware. You are aware that you are who you are, a little bit at least for this lifetime. So you can note this down. And now I would like to give a little bit of reviews from this. I got in a few reviews. For Thinking and Destiny, people who have read Thinking and Destiny have given reviews. So I would like to read it out for you. This book is the most amazing read ever. It has helped me to understand very confusing, profound topics. It's not an easy read, but it's well worth the time and effort to reflect you put into it. So it's not going to be that easy, but that's why I'm here. I'm here to explain to you why and how this can be understood. So, but you can as well try reading it yourself. If you have the PDF or the hard copy, you can do, because reading it yourself and putting your own thoughts, and that is a different experience. It's um, your own thoughts, so it's a personal experience. So I would highly recommend you reading this book. A book I wish I had read earlier. This is what this person says. And with deep gratitude to Mr. Percival and the editorial that makes the book available. Yes. So I'm also in touch with the Word Foundation people. So sometime during these sessions, I'll try to bring them in. So they are wonderful people as well. So they have also been there. I find them very different from all of us. They have sharp thinking skills, and they are very much advanced, I feel. So sometime we can have them in our sessions and tell them to give their thoughts as well. So yeah, we can do that. So the contents of this book improved my knowingness about life and myself. That to me is priceless. Yes, it is actually the read, this read, the Thinking and Destiny, I would say, is a journey to your own self. So it's a very different book. Other books tell you about where you will be going after death, or the other your other faculties which are to be developed. So, but this book is the only book I would say a great like journey which gives you the journey towards your own self. You will be getting back to yourself as you read it. A master Goodreads is another book. This thing they give mostly give the soft copy of each book. So they have written that it's a masterpiece, profound and transformative, the most impactful thing that I've ever read. Takes thinking beyond the ordinary mind. So you all have that. I would say all have that intelligence to understand this book. It's not. It's not very difficult. As you put effort and read it, you will also get it. So yeah, Thinking and Destiny is not widely reviewed by mainstream philosophers, but those who study it deeply often compare it to Plato, Vedanta, and Buddhist philosophy. It's in the same, I would say, mostly Buddhist philosophy comes a lot. I mean, here he has even mentioned about how Buddha became a Buddha, meaning he followed the Great Way. There's a separate chapter called the Great Way, and that we'll be exploring intensely. So friends, I've come to the end of the presentation. So let me stop it and take your questions now.
Thank you, Purneema. That was a wonderful sharing. I know, that the time would not permit to give entire, book, right? But yeah, we'll be doing again tomorrow. But friends, if you have any questions about the book or anything regarding meditation, because we are doing from past 94 days. So if you have any questions, please feel free to raise your hand and type the questions in the chat. Yes, so I see Rita ma'am raised her hand.
Friends, you can even share your how you felt about the session or your own thoughts. That also you can do. Yes, yes, Rita ma'am.
Hi, Purnima ma'am. Thank you for a very wonderful insight. I just get up at morning 5 without alarm. Everything is going fine, but I do not know when it comes to closing eyes and going deep into meditation. I something threatens me, and I barely can keep myself closed for 30 seconds.
Okay. So, are
I
you
really
may
I've
I
been
ask?
practicing all these 6 years. I have been practicing all these things, saying that one day I will achieve. But I do not know what is happening. I cannot. Sorry, when we say it should be mindful speaking and thinking, I don't want to be very negative about the things, but I am practicing, but that 30-second also is not giving me the peace. Then every now and then one is happening because I belong to a Buddhist family. Since my childhood I have been invoked with meditation. I used to do it, and I have achieved miracles in my life, because I will not say that the things which have happened to me is so simple. But again, past 6 years is a not so comfortable. Let me put it in a correct word, because I want to be in a correct frame of selection of words also. Even the mindful thinking, I understand that you should be always cautious how what you are speaking. Second thing is how you are feeling about it, because it is the choice been made by us. I can feel great about it, I can feel deprived of it. So I feel great. I feel great that I'm into this body, though we all are in existence there just for the being of it. But I don't know how to concentrate on my meditation, and I really want to pull myself into meditation, because it is something which has provided me a base in my childhood, achievements in my youth, and things were really good. But I do not know past few years why it is so thing that, and the fun part is I cannot dream also. People
Okay.
dream, I cannot dream. So if you say what you have seen in your dreams, I sleep like a log, get up like a log. Um,
Okay.
and
Ma'am,
yeah, go ahead.
may I ask you your food habits? Like, have you been a vegetarian have you been a vegetarian throughout, or you've changed into, transformed into a vegetarian after some time? Like, how is your food habit?
My food habit in my childhood, I was more often to vegetarian because I do not like non-veg much. But when I got married to my husband, he is from Punjabi family, so there was a force saying that non-veg should be eaten and all those things. I tried my best, though I tried to give an excuse of this day, that day, every day. So yeah, non-veg is something which I may go for it, but it's not that which influences me that much. Because if you talk about my food habit, morning I get up. Nowadays I've changed altogether. Like lots of salad with a little of fruit and then a carb. And then in the afternoon I try to take a tea and thing. And evening again, by evening 5:30 to 7:30. This is my slot where I eat a bowl full of salad and food that
Okay,
is carb.
so now you're a vegetarian, fully vegetarian, right?
Yes, ma'am. I take
And
eggs as in when, because though I may be looking young, I'm 47.
okay. That's true, but you can do without eggs as well, because that's not going to help our mind settle. Egg,
Okay.
mushrooms, garlic. Garlic is another thing. They've done a lot of research on garlic. Garlic should not be used. It should not be used at all, because they have found that it has a property of dividing both the lobes, the right and the left lobe in the brain.
That I
Uh,
don't know, ma'am, but I do not take onions. Garlic I'm consuming. I'll not go ahead and deny with that, because it has got antiviral concepts. Like if you soak garlic in honey and keep it for a few time, you will be able to fight in with your what we call all the viruses which are attacking. And in the year 2022, the thing which happened was, it was drastic. Like it started from 20, but 22, when corona was at its peak, I had a corona and I was on my deathbed. So that's
okay.
the reason consumption of garlic, though I prefer that it should be less, but I do take it as and when required. And ginger.
Okay, ginger is fine, but garlic again won't help your meditation. If you want to do meditation, then I think you should be done with all this. What all I told you,
Okay.
like
Okay.
mushroom, garlic,
Mhm.
like other things, like microwave food and eggs, definitely. Try to become a
Microwave food I don't take, ma'am, because I have people laugh at me, but I have turned into the things wherein I am also trying to give up the gluten part of rice and wheat, and I'm trying to be in more of the millets, because if I have to live, I live with an one thing, that our body is perishable, is fine, but the organs can be reused if we are dying healthy. If we are not dying with stress or with any of the diseases like diabetes and all. So I
organ
will
donation.
plan. I have planned to donate it. So
No, organ donation is wrong according to Harold W. Percival. It should not be
okay, my,
blood donation, organ donation. All this is banned in spiritual, real, true spirituality. All this is
okay.
banned.
I didn't know that.
Sessions. I'll guide you through the sessions, but as of now, leave all this food, and also when you sit for meditation, uh, try to be still in your body first. Okay, you
That
be.
is the thing. My body is so. I'm so very vigilant or so very vigorous. I always tell myself that calm down.
Okay. So you
Reaction
try
is
this. I think you should try with the food. You try all what I said. Like
mushroom.
uh
Also, should I leave?
yes, yes. It's neither plant nor animal. So we don't know. We cannot have it. So if you try removing all these food stuffs and try meditation, it might make a difference. Experiment
Sure, ma'am.
everything. Okay. So
I will
I've
do
got
it, ma'am, because it's not so easy to get into the things, and the kind of fluctuation I'm having. Why my one mind goes in spirituality, one mind goes in the grief, and I really do not know how to correlate both of them and bring into a piece, saying that okay, whatever you are thinking, be it whatever, come in one thought process. It cannot be two ways, right? It should
Yes,
not be
yes.
two ways.
Ma'am, there are many people in line to ask questions. Sorry to this
Sure. Oh,
thing.
it's okay, ma'am.
Thank you
Sorry,
so
ma'am.
much. I just remember all the foods that has to be
I will
uh,
stop from now itself.
yes, and try meditation. Yes.
Sure.
Yes, Ravindra ji.
Ma'am, there is like few questions in the chat. You would like
Yes,
to send them
yes.
first?
Ravindra ji, just give me 5 minutes. I'll just answer these questions and come to you. So, yeah, the questions are like,
So,
ma'am, can you please read out? Yeah.
so Vishalji is asking if we are doing dhyana, is it necessary to read books?
Absolutely. For me, at least for my journey, books have been the eye opener or meditation one side, but books are very important. Right? Reading right spiritual books are very, very important in your own spiritual journey because you'll be reading about other people's journey as well. So that is what is going to give you guidance through your journey. So it's very important. Yes.
Yeah. So Amarpreet Singh is asking how to do meditation for a long time. And he also has a follow-up question. So when he sit on chair and meditate after 1 hour, my thighs start paining. My mind does not feel tired or nothing, but my thighs start paining. How do you cope up with these problems?
Okay, so for a long time, sitting for a long time starts with being still in your body. Like you have to be very still and you have to also decide that you will not get up for the next 2 hours or 3 hours. You can just set a time and just sit, tell your mind, I'm not going to get up for the next 3 hours, and then sit still first. Begin by being still in the body and then start observing your breath slowly. And about your thigh, you'll be sitting on a chair, you mentioned, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you can keep your keep another something, some kind of a table or a stool where you can keep your legs stretched, and you can without removing your hand or opening your eyes, you can keep the legs like on each other, whenever you want you can stretch it and do whatever you want, but you should make sure that your feet is touching each other for the circuit to be formed, circuit of energy that should be passing. So you should not remove it, but you can change the position of your legs. That's what I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to
Even the
advise.
cushions, if you have any cushions, you can sit on a
Yeah,
cushion that, the
make
body.
it more supportive, make it more comfortable. So try making yourself comfortable and then sitting.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. So yeah, so when you are mentioning about the organ donation, right? So one participant is asking, he was asking, I could not hear properly. What are the things to avoid?
Organ donation is not encouraged by many masters. Even Lobsang Rampa has told us not to. I mean, in his books, he has told organ donation, blood donation, all this is should not be done for a specific reason, which I'll let you know in the coming sessions.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So I'll unmute Ravindra. Yes, sir.
You all, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning to all of you, and thank you so much, Purneema madam, for the wisdom session. Um, for me, a couple of key takeaways that no thinking, no destiny, or like
Yeah.
if we are not thinking about our true self or what we are here for, basically who am I and what I would like to do. Um, so it really made me introspect a lot. So have I hope this session recording would be available, ma'am, later. couple of times I would like to revisit some of the wisdom you had shared. My heartfelt thanks to you for this early morning session with starting with the great meditation. So also Sirisha Madam, great moderation. Thank you so much. For me, it's my first session here in this Zoom session. I'm a little new to PSSM and also the Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. Would like to really experiment a lot in the coming days and with learned ones like Purneema Madam to guide us. So looking forward. Thank you so much. Wish you all a great success as well. Thank you.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
So, yes, sir. So
Thank
the recordings will be available in PMC English channel. So I'll
Okay. This link, could you please share me later? I'm not aware where it is, the channel.
so I gave the playlist, sir. So everyday session
Okay, super.
there on the PMC English channel, sir. Go and
That's great.
watch it
Yeah.
again.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And wish you all also a great day ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Yes, yes, friends, if you have any questions, please raise your hands or you can put it in the chat.
Hence, tomorrow we'll be having a deeper, we'll be going into the topics in a deeper way.
Yeah, thank you. Sure, ma'am. I don't see any more hands raised or any questions in the chat, ma'am. So as Purnima ma'am said, we'll continue this book tomorrow as well, friends. So please join and Purnima ma'am will be deep diving into the book tomorrow.
Thank you, Sirisha. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Prithvi. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. So we'll see you all tomorrow at the same time. Thank you. Have a great day ahead.